Hello friends of Saab, thank you again for choosing to watch this video. It's a sunny Sunday in the UK and I'm off with Morty to Swedish Day 2. The last one was at Gasoline Juice, their inaugural Swedish Day. This one I probably classed as the main Swedish Day. It's the one certainly that's been going for the longest in the UK. It's over by near Yeovil at a place called Hasselbury Mill. I've never been before, but it's quite a significant day for Morty and for me, because this time last year, Dave Palmer, who is the chap who restored Morty into the glory he's in now, took him over for his inaugural trip over from Benfleet, where Dave is based, to Yeovil to show him off a bit. Now, I couldn't go last year, but about a week later, I put a post up on Facebook asking people in the forums and the groups for Saab 900s if they know of anyone with a black Saab 900 turbo, ideally with a tan interior, for sale. Now, I didn't really expect any responses immediately, but 2 came back pretty much within the hour, and they said, yes, there was a chap who was at Swedish Day last week with exactly what you're after. His name's Dave Palmer, and one of the people vaguely knew Dave and gave me his phone number. So I got on the phone straight away, gave him a text, said, is it true? Do you have a Saab 900 for sale? He sent me a photograph of what is now Morty outside of his garage. A week later, I'd gone over to visit him, we've done a deal, and Morty was in my possession. And the rest is history. So going back there is going to be a bit special, just to take him back a year later. Dave isn't going to be there, unfortunately. I think that would be fantastic. He's working on what he's calling the Morty 2 project, which I think she's going to be called Minky. More on that on a later video. So he's not going to be at this one, but he's going to be at something a bit later in the year, and hopefully you'll catch up with him then. But so we're going to go to Yeovil now. I'm going to put some music on, enjoy the drive. It's a sunny day. Put my foot down a bit, see what Morty can do. I will update you on the way as well, a little bit on some news that has happened in between the last video and this one, but mainly we're going to work our way to Swedish Day in Yeovil and see what Saabs and Volvos we can enjoy there. See you later. Join me as we've just come through Marlborough on our way now to Amesbury. When I put the directions into Google, it gave me 2 options, one of which was mostly motorway, and the other one which was country roads. As you can see, country roads won the day. Lovely to be able to get Morty out onto these roads on such a beautiful day as well. Just want to give you an update. Since the last video, which was at Gasoline Juice, Morty's had to have some work done. At Gasoline Juice on that trip, I felt that the clutch was going a bit. Basically, it was biting a bit too early, and when I was reversing in and out of spaces at Gasoline Juice, he was stalling a little bit, and especially in first gear and reverse. So I thought, okay, whilst I am trying to learn to look after Morty and myself, the clutch is a bit beyond me. So I would love to have taken him up to over to Benfleet to see Dave, but it's quite a long way, especially with no clutch. So instead, I went up to a place called Rally Preparation Services, who are based in Witney, just outside of Oxfordshire in the UK, and they deal with rally cars and also vintage classic cars. So, and one of the classic cars they deal with is a Rally Saab 900 Turbo, beautiful pastel blue rally car. So they said, yeah, we can definitely take a look. Unfortunately, when they did take a look, it wasn't the greatest of news. The clutch pipe had deteriorated inside, so flakes were going through into the slave cylinder. So they said, look, you need to replace the clutch pipe for sure. Definitely need to replace the slave cylinder as well. And look, whilst we're at it, it could be affecting the master cylinder. So to be absolutely certain of a good, clean drive going forward, why don't you replace the master cylinder as well? Which they did. So Morty has now got a brand new clutch, working really well, feeling great, and I'm enjoying the drive. There was a couple of other things that happened as well. His boots had gone, so for the MOT had to have new boots and new gaiters and a couple of other things to pass his MOT, and then he passed the MOT, so we got a whole new MOT for the following year. And next year, 2025, is Morty's 40th birthday, which means he could go exempt. I'll obviously have to apply historic status. I don't quite know how that goes, but I'm going to look into it more over the coming year and see if we can apply for historic status to make Morty exempt. I would probably still MOT him anyway, just for the reassurance that he is roadworthy, but it'd be good to be able to go into cities with the congestion zone, not congestion zone, ULEZ zones as well. So that's the news, and we're still heading now to Amesbury, onto the A303, I think, across to Yeovil, where we'll join all of the other Saabs, all of the Volvos that are there, and we'll see what the day brings at Swedish Day. Just going along the A303 there, and I got overtaken by a 900 Turbo S just in front of me now. Fantastic looking car, K895. I assume going to Swedish Day. Why else would we all be heading in this direction? So fantastic. I've never seen that car before. Absolutely went past me on the A303 effortlessly. So what a fantastic car. So I'll get to speak to him a bit later, I hope. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but coming up on my right is Stonehenge. I haven't seen Stonehenge in years. I've been on the A303. One of my favourite henges, I think. Let's be fair, one of the only henges I know, although I did just pass Woodhenge. Never been there. What's a henge? Anyway, there it is. Can you see it behind me? Just over my shoulder, hopefully. You can see Stonehenge. Well, that was nice. So here we are at Swedish Day 2024. There's so much here. I've just looked around. There's Saabs, obviously, there's Volvos, and this year there are Polestars as well. And you can see behind me, Polestar BST edition. Really nice looking. You don't need to look at me. Let's have a look at the car. Next to it is the first edition Polestar 2 and the BST Polestar. Immaculate shininess. I know if you watch this channel you're probably into your classic cars, your vintage cars, but there's something in me that really admires that one. Lovely car. Let's have a look what else is here. So that was Swedish Day 2024. So many things to see. Obviously Saabs, including so many 900s, Volvos. Although there wasn't a P1800, I was kind of really looking forward to that. I haven't seen one of those in ages, especially the P1800 ES, one of my favourites. But there you go, plenty of others. And Polestars there. The electrics are starting to come on board with Swedish Day. If I had a chat with you, thank you so much. It was really lovely to meet you. Chin, it was great to meet you on the way in and to see you on the A303 and to meet you at the event. James and Paul, really good to meet you as well. Lance, great to chat with you. Jay, good to see you again. Thank you so much for your tips that you continually kindly share with me on how to look after Morty. And if I met you and didn't remember to say it this time, well, I really appreciated meeting you. It was a lovely, wonderful sunny day. What a great event and a great venue it was as well. And the drive there, and now my drive back, is just so nice. It's hot. I tell you what, Morty could do with air conditioning, but I've got what I've got, which is windows and a sunroof. And as soon as I stop recording this, all these windows are going to be opened up so I can get some air in here. So I'm going to enjoy the drive home now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't manage to come but you wanted to come to Swedish Day, I hope it gave you something to look at, what you missed out on. And if you were there, well, fantastic, it's a memory of what you experienced yourself. I'm not sure what my next video is going to be. I'll see what happens, see what comes up, but until then, I hope you're all well. I'll see you soon.